seen Verizon Wireless, you've seen us around the festival this week, or been by our booth, or seen some of the talent that we've had throughout the show. And I think the most significant opportunity for us in terms of why we are here, as and have been for several years, is what we really believe is one of the more fundamental shifts that we're all experiencing. And we think the Essence Festival is one of the larger opportunities for us to visualize and talk about some of those things. Think about what is happening with technology today, and in the last 10 years, really mobile is the most significant innovation that's taken place. Think about 5-10 years ago, what was considered innovative was sending a text message. So we have in Waltham, Massachusetts, and in the Bay Area what we call innovation labs. And they're really essentially centers where we have fired up our 4G LTE network, and we're inviting technology people to come in and create and build anything you want off our network. The requirement has to be that it solves some societal problem. So if you can use our network and build a life, world-changing innovation, we'll pay you up to $10 million.
So technology has been able to help me connect with all of these people that I didn't even realize would even want to hear anything I had to say. And working with a record label, you know, they already know all that stuff. They're like, oh, you're gonna go here and there'll be, you know, however many thousand people here. But when you're just writing songs because you just want to sing, you see all these people and you're like, oh my God, how do I say hello to everybody? And so that is what technology is able to help me do, say hello to everybody.
Yeah. We shoot a scene, literally, and it always took about a 24 to 48 hour period before we could watch it. Now, we shoot a scene, we're all shooting, we shot something this morning. By that afternoon, it's on my smartphone. It's encrypted and protected, and you know all the proper precautions are taken. But that's where technology has come. So we now are looking at the footage that we've already shot. You know, we can see right away if something's off, if something's wrong.
You get young people like myself who don't know anything about film, and you hand us, I don't want to insult you by saying this, but you hand us a camera or something, and we plug it up to our MacBook, and then we plug it up to this, and we plug it up to that.
You do it better than us, that's what you're trying to
no,
say. That's all right, I get it, that's definitely the implication. Y'all caught that, right? She definitely said she could do it better than me.
No, what I'm saying is that now we're able to be creative, make things ourselves, put them out there. We may not have to spend the $250,000 that artists used to have to spend on music videos. Now we could just call up our homeboy and say, hey, listen, I got 5 Gs. We've shot things on phones and all different types of things, hand it into the record label, and the revenue that you get back is overwhelming. So it puts the power back in the entrepreneur's hands.
When you think of Verizon, you don't necessarily think of like, you know, an entertainment company or a company that is like supporting the creative arts. But actually it is, because Verizon is at the forefront, at the cutting edge of technology and pushing it and allowing like us to, you know, transmit things on greater bandwidth all across all kinds of digital platforms. It allows what Chrisette said to be true. Artists, there were a lot of artists that were shut out of the process before. I don't care if you're on the music side, on the film side, you had to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in music or millions of dollars in film to even be a player, to even be a part of the conversation. Companies like Verizon allow those barriers to be brought down, so now you have artists, you have Will Packers and Chrisette Michele's and all these other folks who maybe don't have an in, don't have a lot of money or capital, who can now get their way, their voice can be heard.
Do you remember that titanium phone that used to flip open and it was made out of metal and you chirped on it? Everybody who had that was real cool and they just was the coolest person around. That's how long I've had Verizon service. That was like when your manager still bought you a phone. Everybody was on it. So it's been that long. And it's always the fastest service. It's been that since then. I think, was it like the military or the police force or something use it? And that's why it was so cool to everybody to have. So it's been a while.
Yeah, and I'm also, absolutely, I'm a Verizon consumer. And you know what, it's because their network is great, but also they have the best product line. They are tied in with, and for me that's what's very important. I have to have the latest and greatest. And I have no problem with that when it comes to Verizon. They are right there, and their relationships with the absolute best product lines are top notch. So anything I need, I can put in a call, I can get it, they make it happen. So for me, that's what's important. I can't afford to, you know, send an email or text or receive dailies and it's late, because that literally may have, like, you know, $1 million impact on a movie that I'm shooting. It's just that important that I have my stuff when I need it.